Hello, hello. AJ and I are here in the front yard with some story time for you. We've got our stuffies, Rainbow the monkey, and Sparky the horse. Let's show him Sparky. He's so cute. Okay, do you guys have your stuffies? I'm gonna get Rainbow the monkey comfy here. If you don't have your stuffies, we will count to 10 and give you some time to go get them. If you do have your stuffies, you can count with us. Ready, AJ? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10! Okay, everybody snuggle up with your stuffies and let's get this going. I have to tell you a secret. We already started a video today and then my phone messed up. So we had to start all over again. It's a good thing we like these books, huh, buddy? All right, so the first book that we're gonna read for you today is The Bear Scouts. And this is a Berenstain Bear book. It's an old one. It was mine a long time ago.
But everyone, remember, we read a Berenstain Bear book before.
We did, we read the chore book, didn't we?
Yeah.
Today we're reading The Bear Scouts. Are you ready? This book is full of trouble. We like books full of trouble, don't we, AJ? The Bear Scouts. Goodbye, Bear Scouts. Good luck. Have fun. Isn't Dad going camping with you, son? Not this time. We don't need Pa. We've got the Bear Scout guidebook, Ma. It tells us all we need to know about camping out and where to go.
I think they're gonna get lost.
A guidebook, son? Now wait a minute. I know more than this book has in it. A smart bear opens his eyes wide and never needs a Bear Scout guide. Now, son, stop. Right here you'll see just why you need a guide like me. What would you do, my fine young scout, to get across when a bridge is out? The book says first, in such a spot, tie your rope with a Bear Scout knot. Scout knot? Bah! A smart bear knows. He has no need for one of those. He ties his own knot to the tree and safely crosses. Now watch me. Whose knot looks better? The Bear Scout's knot or Papa's knot?
Bear Scout.
We're here, Scouts, but Dad is not. What has happened to his knot? Wah, wah.
I think he did it bad.
On second thought, I'll stay with you so I can show you what to do. That campground is so far. You see, you really need a guide like me. They had to pull him back up.
Now, I think Papa's not the greatest.
Look here, Bear Scouts, your book can't show which way is the best to go, but a bear like me, a bear who's clever, takes the short way. The long way, never. Sometimes the shortest way isn't always the best. But Papa, wait, there's a map in the book. It says to go the long way. Look. You'll find me on the other end. A smart bear takes the short way, friend. Uh-oh. On second thought, I'll come along just in case something goes wrong. Oh, Papa Bear. Now that I've brought you safely here, we'll get down this river. Never fear. Yes, Papa, look, there's a plan in the book. It shows us all we need to do to build a fine Bear Scout canoe. Look what they're doing. Taking their time and building a canoe out of branches and birch bark.
That's a good idea.
Build a canoe? That takes too long. A bear who's smart will know that's wrong. It's easy to see that's much too slow. I know a faster way to go.
That's a bad idea.
Oh boy, Papa doesn't feel like taking his time. So long, Bear Scouts. Toodaloo. You can have your slow canoe. I never like to wait around. I'll meet you at the camping ground.
That's a bad idea.
It is such a bad idea.
Because sharks could still get up on your feet.
Good thing there are no sharks in the river.
Yeah.
We're coming, Dad. Just grab the rope. The guidebook says there's always hope. Oh, dear.
I think the guidebook is the best.
Me too. On second thought, I'll go with you, then I can show you what to do. If you go on and I do not, you'll never find your camping spot. Oh, Papa Bear has not learned his lesson, has he?
Yeah.
You won't need the guidebook now. Here's where I really show you how. For this is where we set up camp, and I'm the world's camp setup champ.
I think the guidebook is the best.
Do you think that he's the world's camp setup champ?
No.
I don't either. Now watch this. I'm really good at starting a fire by rubbing wood. Have you guys ever tried to start a fire by rubbing wood together?
No.
It is extremely difficult. I've never been able to do it. Excuse me, Dad, that way's not right. The book says that will take all night. We'll try it this way. It ought to light. Now look, our fire is burning bright. Bear Scouts, you're going to have a treat. I'll cook you something good to eat. A wise bear knows there's a meal to be found wherever he is if he just looks around. Do you guys think Papa Bear knows what's safe to eat in the woods and what's not?
Nope.
I'll put some eggs and fresh green weeds, some toadstools, then some roots and leaves, and presto changeo alakazoo. That's how I make my favorite stew. Ugh. The Bear Scouts look worried. I feel worried.
Well, you can put mushrooms in a stew, but you have to make sure.
You have to make sure they're safe mushrooms, huh?
Yeah.
Dad, your stew is stewing well, but doesn't it have a funny smell? Besides, the book says for the best camp dish, take your rods and catch some fish. Ooey! Oh, he tried a big bite of it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Blech. That would not be a safe or tasty thing to eat. On second thought, I'll share your meal. My stew is a bit too rich, I feel. And look what he's doing. He's pouring it out behind his back. And they've all caught a bunch of fish. Just like the guidebook said. Now, Scouts, you'll find a bear who's bright, will make his bed while it's still light. The guidebook says, page 88, put up your tent before it's late. Well, Papa was finally right about something. All right, but let's see if he stays right. Tents are for sissies. Be smart, be brave. You haven't camped out till you've slept in a cave. See him up there?
That's bad because bears live in caves.
Well, he is a bear.
But other bears
I know.
live in caves too.
Wah! Look what he ran into. Bats. So many bats.
I forgot to say bat.
And as cool as bats are, that would be a rough surprise when you're trying to sleep, probably. I don't really want any wild animals trying to floof me when I'm sleeping. Ow, that was quite a fall I took. You better come and bring that book. We're coming, Dad. No need to worry. We'll have you mended in a hurry. Papa Bear finally sees the Bear Scout guidebook was a pretty good idea. First, bandage nose, and then thumb, and then head, then put me in the rescue sled. Now who's reading from the book? Papa Bear. Well done, Bear Scouts. We're nearly there, thanks to your smart old Papa Bear. As I've told you all along, with a guide like me, you can't go wrong.
That was a bad idea, though.
Dad has shown us quite a lot about what is smart and what is not. Pretty funny, huh? I always like to look at the back of the Berenstain Bears books because they have a cool 2-page spread picture there.
Can I see?
Yeah, absolutely. So what did we learn from the Bear Scouts? It's time Sometimes it's good to follow the rules, huh? And to take your time. That's what
Yeah.
Papa Bear hates the most. He didn't mean them any harm, but he didn't take his time, and that caused lots of problems, didn't it?
Yeah, but that's
Alright.
not me. That's not me.
No, you take your time. You're good at taking your time. All right. Are you guys ready?
That was my bedroom.
Well, it's hard to take your time when you're cleaning sometimes. I get it. All right, guys. The next book we're going to read is called When I'm Feeling Scared. And if you guys have ever felt scared, this book might have some good advice for you. I know I've felt scared before.
I have, because in the dark, I do not like the dark.
Well, this book's going to talk about that, so maybe we can see what it has to say. When I'm feeling scared, my heart beats so loud and fast, I feel like it's going to burst right out of my chest. Let's all make our hearts beat. Nice and fast. When I'm feeling scared, it feels like my whole body trembles and shakes and my hair goes all prickly.
We don't really have that much hair.
Not as much hair as a bunny. When I'm feeling scared, I want to run and hide in a place that makes me feel safe.
But I do not hide under my bed.
Everyone is scared sometimes.
I don't hide under my bed because I think there's monsters under my bed.
But there's no monsters under your bed, just a bunch of books. Some things that make me feel really scared are creepy crawly spiders, people who are bullies, and being alone in the dark.
Me too.
Sometimes I feel scared of those things. I think everybody does. It's okay to feel scared. It can help us get away from danger and make us yell out for help. We each have different things that make us feel scared. Some things are scary to me, but may not be scary to you. Like bats and snakes. Lots of people think bats and snakes are scary, but we're not scared of those things, are we? Nah. But I bet there's some things in the world that other people don't think are scary that we think are scary. Talking to someone can help me understand that the thing that made me feel scared isn't scary after all. Remember when he saw that shadow in his bedroom when it was dark? It was just a box and some stuff on top of it. Usually there's a pretty good explanation. Sometimes I like to dress up and be scary. The end. So, it can be good to be scared. Being scared can help us know when to call for help, right? And if you're scared in the dark, you have to know there's nothing scary there really, but it means you're using your imagination. So even though you might feel scared in the minute, what's really happening is your big, strong imagination is working, right, AJ?
Yeah.
So remember that next time you're scared. Say, this isn't real. This is my big, strong imagination. And it's good to have an imagination. All right, here's our last book of the day. It is called Princess Sparkle. And as you can see, it is a sparkly book inside and out. Princess Sparkle. When the king and the queen of Glitterland had a baby girl, the first thing she reached for was her mother's second best crown. "We'll call her Princess Sparkle," laughed the king. Well, it turned out that Princess Sparkle's name suited her very well. She grew up to love jewels and sequins and anything that glittered. Each day she wore the sparkliest dress you've ever seen with all the jewelry that she owned, which was a lot. Look at that fun sparkle.
Big streaks of wind.
Now there was something that Princess Sparkle loved almost as much as her jewels. Parties. Not only did everyone wear the most glittery clothes and ornaments that they could find, but the whole palace twinkled with hundreds of flickering candles and crystal chandeliers. "Nothing in the world is as beautiful as this," Princess Sparkle cried one evening. She was very surprised when a serving maid replied, "Your right highness, and how very sad that is." The next day, for the first time in her life, Princess Sparkle left the castle to see the world, to see the world outside. It was a shock. Everything was dull and ugly. Even the river that wound its way down the valley was brown and sluggish. "I must fix this," cried Princess Sparkle. She threw all the sapphires that she owned in the river, and suddenly it was blue and sparkling with glittering light as it danced along.
That's not a good idea.
Maybe it is. Sapphires are blue crystals. They're beautiful gems. Okay. Feathery flakes of snow began to fall as Princess Sparkle came to the forest. She noticed that some of the trees were drooping sadly. She asked them why. "We're so plain and gloomy, even the snow won't land on us," said the nearest pine, sniffing. "Then you must borrow my diamonds," cried Princess Sparkle, flinging them over the trees. Oh, look at those diamonds sparkling in the trees. They're even sparklier than snowflakes. The trees looked beautiful, but not everyone was happy. The birds who lived there fluttered down with little cries. "Now we look even duller," they said, shaking their gray and brown feathers. Princess Sparkle pulled a handful of shining sequins out of her bag, and instantly the birds were bright and beautiful too. Team Sparkling? AJ has sequins on her skirt today. Sparkle just like this book, little buddy. After that, Princess Sparkle went out every day, and she left everywhere she visited looking prettier than before. Shining pearls hung from the petals of flowers. Butterflies shimmered with sequined wings. One day, as the sun was slipping behind the hills, Princess Sparkle came to a deep mountain pool. She bent down to look into it, and what she saw made shining tears fall from her eyes. "I'm not Princess Sparkle anymore," she cried. She had given away all of her beautiful jewels.
But now she has her jewels everywhere.
Yep. Suddenly, 1,000 twinkling stars lit up the sky and the water, while the golden fish swished and jeweled birds flew. "You made the whole world lovely," they sang. "We cannot help but make you sparkle too." And the little princess smiled because she knew that was true. The end. Princess Sparkle had a giving heart, didn't she? It was nice of her to make everything like that, to make everything glow. When we have good things, we should always share some of our good things, because it's just a nice thing to do, isn't it? Yeah? Maybe? Huh? Yeah, I see somebody's feet creeping up here. Okay, so those were our stories for today. What did we do? We read The Bear Scouts and learned about taking our time. We read When I'm Feeling Scared, and we learned that it's okay to be scared. And we read Princess Sparkle, a super cool sparkly book that I'm so glad we read outside, so there was lots of shine on it. And we learned about sharing all the good things that we have. We hope you guys have a good day, don't we, little troublemaker?
Yeah.
We'll see you tomorrow.